Hello everyone. Today we have the pleasure to meet Captain Srirang Manjeshwar, ex Director, Head of Training, Volumes. They're a very great teacher. He's been respected in the maritime industry, and we have this good occasion to interact with him. Captain Manjeshwar, welcome.
Thank you very much, Deepak.
Can you describe your journey till now, your brief career?
Yeah, I will. My journey of almost 46 years in the maritime industry has been a very superb one. I started my career in June of 1975 as a deck apprentice, and in those days we had an agreement with the shipping master to serve the company which you joined for almost 5 years before after your second mate's COC. So I finished my cadetship in 1978, end of 1978, and then got my second mates and served them not only for 5 years but almost for about 40 or 40 odd years. Uh, my cadetship plus the time at sea till I became a master was a very exciting one. A lot of small incidents, not very large one, uh, and which was onboard incidents as well as weather-related incidents. But overall, it has been an excellent experience. And most important one was when I was a mentee, I had excellent mentors, and the same continued when I became a mentor. I was trying my best to be in the same shoes as my earlier mentors to guide and make sure that the mentees do well in their career. Uh, so that ended in 1995, my sea career, rather sailing career, and I took up a show job to be a trainer. And it was just all of a sudden, my boss then, Captain Kirti Gua, he told me that why don't you start training? And I didn't have a even a minute's experience on training. But he encouraged me by saying that everyone has a first day. So why don't you start off? And that's how I started off and ended up uh, retiring at the age of 65 as a director and head of training with a lot of experience as a facilitator, as a organizer for a lot of training institutes around the world for Wallam. In On December 31st, 2021. And the journey as a trainer also was excellent because I was a facilitator for almost 12 years. Then about 10 years or so, I was a director and head of training. But still, the training part or facilitating part did not uh, stop, you see. And it continued. And till date, I'm very much into active mode of being a facilitator anytime. And I like to guide the cadets, trainees, even juniors, junior officers, and even some of officers who are having a lot of experience as a master and chief engineer. I like to talk to them, gain experience, learn, because learning never stops. It just keeps continuing. And as of now, just to, it's not that trying to put up something to fan my ego, but as of today, even I'm continuing learning. I'm attending a certified LND professional training program to just understand how the HR systems and L&D in big corporates work to gain some experience, to listen to youngsters and their ideas and share the maritime ideas with them. So that has been my journey.
That's a really fine journey. In fact, when you look back all these years, you must have been really feeling excited at certain moments. Which would be you're considering your best or exciting moments, especially in this shore-based career? What would you consider?
Uh, in the show-based career, I think the most exciting moment was when uh, we set up the institute in India in 2005, and we had the then DG Shipping come and do the honors of opening the training center. And along with my managing director then, Captain Naveen Passy, we had the best times. And then also it continued because we set up institute in Ukraine. Then we set up an institute in China. And then the most important one, which happened just about 2 years ago, was one of the state of the art institute in Manila, Philippines. So these were the best times I had, uh, during my career ashore.
That's nice. I think shore career has been more enterprising and interactive with so many more people when you are ashore.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and you've been, I think you have been involved with interviewing TMEs from the many years since you joined ashore. So, what would you rate them with compared to IMS trainees?
Uh, Actually, TMEs, I've been earlier, initially we started off with Tolani and other institutes, but IMS Goa has got something different or unique, is that these trainees basically have a lot of hands-on experience as compared to some of the institutes which although have ship in campus but are I wouldn't say lacking, but are not very much or don't get a big exposure as IMS TMEs, whether it be a degree holder or a diploma holder. The exposure they get when going on board the ship and working with their own hands. So that becomes an advantage for the IMS boys because when they go on board and the chief engineer sometimes give them some work, or most of the time of course the second engineer gives them work, so they are aware of what they mean by doing some kind of activity. Technically they are sound and they have practical experience. They are very safe. They are aware of the safety aspects when working, and nowadays, the industry demands a lot of safety aspects, especially regarding risk assessment and working as a team and being resilient. So these are all things which we find, or I find, IMS being a little different to other trainees.
So that's nice. Can you briefly tell me about your experience when you visit in IMS? You seen the facilities and met our faculty. How would you say about what would you say about that?
I think the facilities over a period of time has improved considerably. My last visit, I think, was almost correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, it's about 10 years ago,
Yes, about little
and
less than.
yeah, yeah. So I think since then it has been a tremendous change. They are more and more into technology advancement, mainly related to the ME engine, the electronic engine, and a lot of simulation, a lot of hydraulic, pneumatic uh, programs that are being run, visiting faculty coming in, giving lectures, whether it be virtual due to the pandemic or physical being at the institute. And that's the biggest advantage and the biggest change that has come from the time I visited last and the present times. Because nowadays, most of the ship owners and ship managers would like that the engineers who are working on the new type of engines are very clear about troubleshooting and trying to find out what has gone wrong with the main engine or the auxiliaries, so that they can attend to it and overall save cost for the company. So that's the main uh, thought process amongst the owners as well as the managers, and that's how the students or the boys from IMS may stand out amongst the other uh, training institutes.
So that's one nice opinion of yours. I would like to know that you must have just seen the video of IMS. Maybe there is a difference than what you must have seen when you came to IMS. So would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, that video I think is, first of all, whoever's compiled that video has done an excellent job. It's very well made, very well edited, and it gives the uh, clear picture of what activities are being carried out at IMS Goa, and also gives in the latest technology or advancement in technology is being imparted to the trainees. So they are well prepared before they venture out at sea, whether through a degree system or through a diploma system. And one point which I would like to uh, mention, which I forgot to mention earlier, was that I think this is the only institute which has got a 2 years diploma
Yes.
course for marine engineers, or rather mechanical engineers, to take in as or go in or switch the stream to marine engineering. As a marine engineer officer.
Yes.
This is the only institute which takes diploma holders. Others, most of the institutes, they would like to have only BE mechanical, or they go in for 4 years of marine engineering course. So that is a big difference, and that's what I've seen in IMS Goa. And since it is being supported by major shipping uh, companies and the Institute of Marine Engineers, I think it stands out among all other institutes uh, carrying out this particular course. So that's the big change, as well as, or the big advantage, and the big change is the technology advancement at the institute, including a lot of simulations, test pods or test pads for hydraulic pneumatics. I've seen that in the video, and it's really well made and a very good, what you call, not only advertisement, but it gives a very good picture to the boys who are planning to join or make a career at sea as a marine engineer. So that, I think, is a very good thing for IMS Goa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your thoughts. In fact, we are in doing the only institute in the west coast of India to do this DME course. In fact, there are some in the other side, but on the west coast, we are the only ones. Thank you, sir, for spending your time with us. And it was really a pleasure that to interact with you. And when we meet, surely again in Goa, where you would be assisting us to train our cadets in a much better way than we are already doing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Deepak, and hope to see you soon. And I'll be in Goa if God willing and things subside, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you, sir.